Welcome back to our podcast. I'm the gentleman, accompanied by the disturbed Southern Belle.
Hello.
And in this episode, we will be continuing our series on the most disturbing media, actually getting close to ending it.
Yeah, this will be the last episode for a little bit on disturbing media.
Yeah. So, we're starting out continuing with songs, starting with Died for Love. So, Died for Love is also known as A Sailor's Life, Sweet William, and Willie the Bold Sailor Boy. This is a sad song that tells the tale of a woman who is pining away for her love who set out to sea and never did return. So, in the song, she is desperate to find him, so she sets sail herself, and along the way, she happens upon the Queen's ship. She asks those on board if they have seen her love, William, and after some discussion about his appearance, such as the color of his coat and hair, she is told that he is drowned. Some versions of the song end here. However, others continue on with another verse in which the woman's father enters her bedroom to find that she has ended her life. On her chest, there's a note pen that asks her to be buried with marble stones at her head and feet and with a snow-white dove in the middle just to let the world know that she died for love.
That's just...
Yeah, it's sad.
Very depressing, definitely. And another thing is, it makes you wonder is, did he even die, without 100% certainty, even though somebody said, oh, yeah, he drowned. They, you know what I mean? They could have confused him with somebody else in the big scheme of life back in those days,
Absolutely.
But anyway, because, I'm guessing there probably weren't, showing a picture or nothing. It was just basically giving a brief description of what what they look like. And a lot of people look alike. So,
Yeah.
It's just true. But anyway.
So this next song is called The Cruel Mother. In this disturbing song, a woman kills her 2 newborn children with a knife. The blade then becomes unable to be cleaned, and the more the woman wipes the blade to remove the blood, the more red the blade becomes. So, later she meets 2 children at an entrance of a church, and she tells them that she would treat them wonderfully if they were her own. It's then revealed that they are the ghosts of the children that she had slain, who then tell her that she is bound for hell.
Well, I guess she is. That one's kind of, ugh.
Yes. Short entry, but that's really all you need to know.
Right.
It tells you just how disturbing this song is.
Yeah, some of these, the lyrics, it's kind of hard to include them because we don't want to get our video banned, pulled from YouTube and things, so...
We are really being any other service.
Right. So we're being a little, if you're interested in them, you can find these songs and actually listen to them. All that I found.
Which I do recommend doing, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they're not bad songs. Ironically enough, some of them actually even sound pretty good, especially these type of songs, these folk songs. They even sound pretty, but when you listen to the words, you're like, But anyway.
So, in these last few entries, the lyrics will be included just because, like the bell said, some of them were hard to include.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next song is The Long Black Veil. This is a song, a fairly sad one, of a man who confessed to being a murderer to protect his lover. So 10 years ago, on a cold dark night, there was someone killed neath the town hall lot. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. The judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the wind wails. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The scaffold is high, and eternity nears. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes at night, when the cold wind mourns, in a long black veil she cries over my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the wind wails. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me.
Now, I've heard this. I actually like this song. It's very pretty. Johnny Cash did a cover of it. Also, it's sung by Lefty Frizzell, I believe is his name, and a few others have done covers of it. And it's actually a really pretty song, but yeah, it's kind of out, the lyric.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty song. I mean, if you like those types of songs, and I do, so.
Sometimes a good depressing song is what the mood calls for.
Yeah. It's not as bad as some. I mean, you know what I'm
It's
saying.
really not.
I
I've
mean,
heard much, much
it's
worse.
not as bad as some. Even depressing-wise. I mean, it's just he basically just let them accuse him of murder instead of breaking his best friend's heart, so to speak, and saying he was with his woman, and he let him kill him for it. Now that's and he she didn't say anything. She stands out there while they're hanging him,
Yeah.
shed not a tear. She didn't let it known either, so kinda makes you wonder about her too, so.
Honestly, at that point, I probably would have
I
confessed
mean, I can
of what I
definitely
was actually doing.
he was trying to protect her as well, I guess, but still, yeah.
It's a weird
Well, there's
scenario.
times in history where adultery was just horribly looked down on. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's good now. I'm not condoning it, but I mean, there was a time in history where I mean, you might get stoned to death or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I mean, I don't know. You know, kind of like the Scarlet Letter
Yeah.
situation where she didn't get stoned, but she was just pretty much an outcast. You know, and nah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of like you. I don't know if I'd go down for murder just to protect someone's reputation, so to speak.
And not if I saw that she didn't give a damn.
Yeah, exactly. Not even a tear. I mean, even if the fact that she wasn't saying she was his lover, you think she could at least shed a tear just because, you know, this is a sad situation. I knew this person, and it breaks my heart to know that he killed. I mean, she could say a million things for a reason she was crying. In other words, play it off.
Yeah.
But no, no, she just stood there and watched it happen and was like, okay,
Yeah.
cold hearted.
So much worse because he basically gave up his life to protect hers.
More or less, I mean, pretty much. That's what it basically boils down to in the big probably scheme of things was to basically protect her reputation more than anything, I'm guessing, because I mean, there wouldn't have been like a death sentence, I wouldn't figure, just for that.
Well, probably not, but still, her life would have been over as she knew it.
Well, yeah, but that's on her too. She was right there, you know, in there with him. I mean, it wasn't like it didn't sound like he was forcing himself upon her or anything. So there you go. But anyway,
Next is going to be Wind and Rain. So this is a song about death, as many of these are.
no, no, not death.
So the song goes, "It was early one morning in the month of May, oh, the wind and rain. Two lovers went fishing on a hot summer day, crying the dreadful wind and rain. He said to the lady, 'Won't you marry me, oh, the windy rain? Then my little wife you'll always be, crying the dreadful wind and rain.' She said, 'Oh no, that will never do, oh, the wind and rain. I love you, but I can't marry you,' crying the dreadful wind and rain. She said, 'Oh no, that will never do, oh, the wind and rain. I love you, but I can't marry you,' crying the dreadful wind and rain. He then knocked her down and kicked her around, oh, the wind and rain. He hit her in the head with a battering ram, crying the dreadful wind and rain. Then he threw her in the river to drown, oh, the wind and rain. He watched her as she floated down, crying the dreadful wind and rain. She floated down the mill in time, oh, the wind and rain. Then the miller fished her out with his long fishing line, crying the dreadful wind and rain. He made fiddle pegs of her long finger bones, oh, the wind and rain. He made fiddle pegs of her long finger bones, crying the dreadful wind and rain. He made a fiddle bow of her long curly hair, oh, the wind and rain. He made a fiddle bow of her long curly hair, crying the dreadful wind and rain. Now the only tune that fiddle play, oh, the wind and rain. Now the only tune that fiddle play is, oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
I
Jesus.
know. I mean,
Such a weird story.
it is. I mean, you got to think. I mean, he basically threw her down. He kicked her around. I mean, what you hear it in a song?
Also, battering ram?
Yeah.
Just
I'm guess.
battering ram?
I'm guessing like a bigger like log thing or something, like a something that could be used as a battering ram type thing. But still, yeah.
Still a weird way to
So it'd
phrase
be a pretty
that.
good sized little hunk of wood, you might say.
Also, the fact that this guy just fished out a corpse
and
from
then
the
uses the
river
body parts to
and
make a
then
fiddle,
uses the bones to make fiddle pieces
and then the hair to make the strings.
and then hair to make the strings. Which, how does that work?
I don't know. It's not funny, but it is.
How would you even make that work?
I
I'm
don't.
kind of curious.
I don't know. It doesn't look like hair would be very good. It'd be ground against, you know, like it would just be sawing it in two, basically. But whatever.
Eh,
And that's his first thought. Nothing
apparently
else.
so.
Not trying to find out who this is, not trying to report this, but like, Eureka, I got an idea. Okay, sure. I don't know who's worse than this, him or the guy who killed the girl. I mean, really?
I'll say the murderer.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, I definitely the murderer, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? He doesn't sound too good at it either, really.
No.
Because, I mean, who does that? Ugh, but whatever.
Yeah. So this next song is called Oh Death. It's a song of a desperate and terminally ill person who is begging for their life with death himself. The song goes, "Oh death in the morning, oh death in the morning, oh death in the morning, spare me over another year." Well, death walked up to the sinner's gate, said, "I believe you have waited now a little too late. Your fever now is 102, have a narrow chance that you'll ever pull through." So then the chorus begins, crying, oh death in the morning, oh death, spare me over another year. Oh, what is this I see? Cold icy hands all over me. Say, I am death, no one can excel. I open the doors of death and hell. Now, you heard God's people sing and pray. You would not heed, you just walked away. You would not even bend your knee, now you got to come with me. Gonna fix your feet where you can't walk, gonna fix your tongue so you cannot talk. Close your eyes and you cannot see, you got to come now and go with me. Well, death, consider my age, and do not take me in this stage, because all of my wealth is at your command if you just remove your cold, icy hand. A mother standing by the bed, with an aching heart and a hung down head. The doctor looked around very sad, said this is the worst case I ever had. He said, Mother, I got feet and I cannot walk. I got a tongue, Mother, and I cannot talk. I got eyes and cannot see. Nothing but death has got shackles on me.
It's actually not a bad song. I mean,
Yeah.
the lyrics and stuff are a little sad, of course. I mean, somebody's basically begging for their life, but it's basically saying, it's too late now because you had opportunities to write your life a little bit better and you didn't. And then plus offering money, which what would death do with money? I mean,
Nothing.
I couldn't imagine why that would ever be appealing to death. What would they need? What would death need with money, kind of thing? You know what I mean? That never made sense to me. But it's not like it's a regular person, in other words.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, it's sad, but it's not a bad song. I've heard it, and it's not a bad song. It's another one of those that's actually not bad when you listen to it. But it is kind of sad, of course,
Yeah.
because
Someone's dying. Someone's begging for their life.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily know the extent of how bad a person this is. I mean, just because they're rich doesn't mean they're a bad person.
Yeah.
Per se. Not everyone that has money is horrible. It just depends on your, how, not necessarily what you do with it, but it just depends on you. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed those segments of some of the most disturbing media. We're going to be continuing on our next episode, talking about some of the most disturbing conspiracy theories in history. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and don't forget to stay disturbed.